Hey y'all, welcome back. Today's video is going to be about all the extensions that I have. In the last video, you could see all the extensions when I opened up one of my tabs, and I had a ton of extensions. Well, today I'm here with you, and we're going to go through them all. So right here, as you can see, this is when I open up my Chrome browser. I have a different page than most people do. This page is all my tab viewers. It lets me customize the whole thing, and I can add in whatever. You can see name and then the URL to whatever site or whatever I need. I can search for it. I can put a background. I can use a screenshot. It just takes a picture of the site, or I can browse for pictures. And this lets me create these like bubbles or apps, whatever you want to call them. I can just click on them, go to that site, and it's easier than typing in the URL or whatever, even if it's just a single letter. No, I just want to click. I already have my hand on the mouse, so why do I want to bring it all the way to my keyboard? Because I'm lazy. And this next extension I'm going to show you is called Undo Close Tab. Basically, the name implies it. If I ever close Chrome altogether or whatever, all the tabs that I had open previously are going to be there. As you can see, I never clear out. I'm too lazy to do all that. I got 19,000 right there, tabs, so I can pretty much go back in history or whatever. And as I just said, it will be all the tabs I ever opened. So if my computer crashes, restarts, if Chrome crashes, it'll more than likely be here. It works better than the Control-Shift-T command. When I use that command, sometimes Chrome won't reopen all the tabs, so I do have this just in case that ever happens to me. Alright, so the next extension I have is called PushBullet. And what PushBullet allows me to do is to send files or text from my computer to my phone or vice versa. And as you can see, there's also a Friends tab. I never use that. There's also Following. I never even use that. SMS, you can text from it too. It also can send notifications from your phone to your computer. I have my phone charger on my bed sometimes, and I don't hear the vibration, and it'll send it to my computer, where I can see the notification and then go get my phone. And this next extension I got is called Camel, or Camelizer, whatever you want to call it. And what this lets me do is, let me go over here Amazon and show you. On this product, just random, why is there a tutorial? I don't need a tutorial. Anyway, this shows you the prices on various dates over the past whatever you want to see on it. So like here it shows like, oh, there was a spike, and then currently it's down to 262. And at one point it was between 315 and 320. So this lets you decide like, hey, do I want to buy this now or wait for another low point by being able to see this graph. And at the bottom here, it has the lowest price, the highest price, current price of the product. You can also enter a desired price, and next time it's at that price or lower, it will send you an email notification. And that way you can save some money and time not having to go look at this product, see if it's on sale again. Here's another product that's been on the market longer, so it's a more detailed graph. It's also just been a regular downward slope of this. As you can see, it's even cheaper than it has been ever before. So this just helps you understand if there was a spike in price and like, oh look, this is a good product, but wait, it could be even cheaper. So that's pretty much what this does. So this next extension I have is called HTTPS Everywhere. And what this is, it makes every site, well, almost every site, use HTTPS. And this is just another level of security that you really should have. It's not like a VPN in the sense that it doesn't do the exact same thing, but it is in the sense that it's securing your data that's traveling over the internet to that website, like a password going online. So this stops man-in-the-middle attacks, as it's difficult for the attacker to gain those credentials that are on your browser or that are being sent. This next extension is called uBlock Origin. It's like AdBlock Plus, but better. If I go over here, YouTube, and usually when you go, there'll be this ad that will be like right at the top. Since I have it on, let me turn it off. I'll reload this page. And so that's what this does. It blocks ads on your browser. Not just YouTube, all sites, obviously. So that's pretty much it to it. There's not a whole lot. There's also some customization. You can do it. It'll also give you some stats. Blocked on this page, domains connected, and blocked since install, about 8%. So that's quite a bit of things blocked, but not by much. You can see customization, got more, and you can add or remove things. It gives you like an option to eyedropper tool. So like if there is an ad that passes it for whatever reason, you can click on that eyedropper tool, select that ad, and then remove it. Alright, so this next extension is called Ghostery. So what this allows me to do is block trackers that are tracking your browsing history. So for example, if you Googled some product or whatever, there's gonna be a tracker that remembers you and it's gonna say, okay, well you look for this product, let me give it more advertisements for that product. And trackers are from companies, it can be on any site. They're on almost every site just to be able to get that ad revenue from you. That's basically all it is. And this blocks it all, so that way they can't track you and see what you're up to. So that's pretty much all it does. There's some settings, features I haven't messed with at all, just because it's just plug and play with this extension. Alright, so this next extension is called Looper for YouTube. And again, the feature is in the name. It loops YouTube videos. And here's a video. Let me click on this one. So you can already see it, but if you don't see it, it's right here. And you click it and it pulls up this. You can loop for amount of times you want, or you can loop from a portion of the video. So if you want to listen to a song on repeat, I do this constantly. This extension will help you. And there's a few extra options. You can have it automatically load videos, you can have a shortcut, and you can also have it set the video quality. I don't really need the extra features, so I don't use them. This next extension is called Clipboard History. And what this does is allow me to have a copy of everything that I copied. So say if I copy something and it was over some really important, I can go back here and click on it and it will show up my Clipboard History. And that's really all there is to it. It can remember up to 150 things. It also has a Cloud Pro, so you can have it between your devices, but I don't use all that. This next extension is called Font Ninja, and what this allows me to do is go any site and get the font that is used on the text. When you click it, this will show up showing you what to do. It's real simple to use. Just go over any text or whatever and it'll show what it is and the size, the pixels it's taken up, and even the color. I have noticed on some sites like Amazon, for example, for whatever reason, it just shows that better. I believe that's on Amazon part to disguise whatever. Maybe the way they have their things set up. At least it shows the color, the size. However, you don't know exactly what that font is. And then of course you can take the font of that site and then type into it, and then you have that font. You could even bookmark it and save it for later if you want. But that's all I use it for. I don't have much to use it for, but when I do, it comes pretty handy. I just want to mention this does not work on pictures, only on text. So right here I'm on fonts.com, and there's this font here. You see when I hover over the picture, it doesn't work, but hovering over the text itself, it will show it. This next extension is called Rescroller, and this extension lets you change the scroll bar on the side or the bottom. For whatever reason, it's not working on YouTube, but let me go to the options page, and you'll see it here on the side, it changed. It's real small, it's more round. Here you have the size, you can make it huge or smaller. I have it pretty small. I can see it here, it's overly huge. I don't even know why you would want that. And you can also change the background of it all, and all the colors, make it whatever you want. I personally prefer a darker color. It blends in with the dark mode of every site. You also can change that corner one. You can also add buttons, and that's pretty much it to it. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just a whole lot better than that generic big white bulky scroll bar that everyone's used to. And this next extension is called Unpaywall. What Unpaywall does is block those pop-ups that come on the Business Insider, Wall Street Journal, or the New York Times sites. Say if you're on those sites, you read it for a second, and this pop-up comes up telling you like, "Hey, subscribe to our newsletter," and you can read it all you want. This essentially just blocks it for you. This also unlocks research articles because most research articles are free. However, you gotta skim through it just to get the juicy parts. But that's it for this extension. It comes in useful when you try and read something, and it's the only one of its kind, and it's behind a paywall. This next extension is called Wikibuy. And what this does is show you the prices on other sites of the product that you have selected. So say if you're on eBay in your cart and you have a product, it'll also be this W button next to it, and you hover over it, it'll show you the prices on eBay. It could be lower, it could be higher, but it's going to show you just so that way you know if you want to buy it from there and save a couple extra bucks. This next extension is called Honey. As you can see right here, I'm in my cart. It's supposed to be under the Wikibuy, but it crashed. I have 108 saved things in my save for later. But it has all these coupons that you can try apply for checkout, and it might save you some money. It's worth a try, definitely worth a try. And it's just very useful even on other sites that you wouldn't even think, like Papa John's or eBay has these codes, so that way you can help save money. This next extension is called IE Base tab. Now what this allows me to do is use older equipment in Chrome that may not work even in regular Internet Explorer. So for me, I have these cameras that are great. They're great price, they're great quality. However, when I go to their page on the browser, the camera itself, like what it's seeing, does not load in Chrome just because it's using older technology or whatever. However, this extension allows me to use it this way, and it works just fine. This is only for very certain applications, and you might not even need this yourself. But there's not a whole much to it, so I'm not gonna go into it. And if you actually need this, you'll know that you need this. This next extension is called Dark Reader. And what Dark Reader does is make it dark. Say for those sites that don't have dark mode. YouTube obviously does, so it doesn't really affect it. It makes it a little bit darker. It's not very useful on YouTube. I'll go over here, Amazon, that doesn't have dark mode, and I'll turn it off, and oh god, it's a bright color, and it hurts my eyes. So I'm gonna turn it back on. So this has different options. You can set it per site. You can make it light or dark. You can change brightness, contrast, sepia, and grayscale. I just installed it and didn't even mess with the settings. So it's not really like you had to mess with the settings at all to get this to work. It's plug and play. So it's great for those sites that don't have dark mode at all, as this will let you do every site in dark mode. However, I noticed one drawback when I was playing Jackbox with my friends. The colors were inverted that I was trying to use, and the colors were off. So that's one thing you want to be cautious about. Other than that, it's a great extension, and I highly recommend it. So this last extension is called View Image. And before I can tell you what it does, I gotta tell you the history behind it. A few years back, when you used to search on Google Images, there would be an option to view the image, and that would just bring up the whole image. However, that got removed when sites started complaining about their traffic being taken away. So say if you find an image, you click it, and you click on View Image, that's just going to search up that picture, bring it up for you, and nothing else. Now, after that, sites that started complaining, Google removed that feature, and now if you want to view an image, you actually had to go to the site, load all their ads or whatever, and their trackers and whatever they got, and just to be able to view the image. Now, see right here, I can just click on view image and it pops up with the image. I don't have to go to the site. I don't have to deal with the ads or would-be ads, and that's a loss of traffic for them. However, that saves me time. And yes, you could also right click and then open image a new tab. That also works just fine. However, that takes a couple extra seconds, and having this button makes it real easy for you. Anyways, y'all, that's my all my extensions I use. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day.